Hello everyone and welcome to Happy Horses TV. Today I'm going to talk you through a little training session I did with Star in the outdoor school. The aim is to work on a Liberty jump course, or corridor, but more importantly to consolidate on his vocal commands and his capacity to remain focused during the task despite distractions. So I set up a little corridor with a plastic band and 3 poles to then turn into a little jump. First, a little habituation of the corridor where I loose walked him down it with me. The loose walking was important for me for several reasons. Firstly, because it meant that he was free and didn't feel any restraint by lead rein if he wanted to react in any way. Secondly, was to double check his focus and that his attention was on me and that he was ready for the task at hand. And then thirdly, so that he could really take the time he needed and wanted to observe and look at things and feel really at ease with it. Once that was okay loose walk, I then led him down it a few times in walk and then on into trot. At the end of every passage he gets a little treat, a little reward, just to make the experience pleasant for him, a positive reinforcement, so that he wants to keep going to the other side of the poles. All this was done working very much on vocal commands, so that we really consolidate what we've been setting up at home in preparation of all the lunge work and long rein work that we're going to set up later. But that's another story. The next step was to get him to go down the corridor without me. Now this took a bit of trial and error to figure out how to get him into the corridor without him wanting to follow me out of it. But eventually we got there where I accompany him the first few steps, and then once he understands he's in it, he goes on by himself and I can run alongside the corridor with the whip to carriage him over the poles. Despite, as you'll see in the video, distractions of Lady running around after him, more precisely after the whip, and the horses in the next door field going a little bit bonkers, I was very pleased with how quickly Star refocused on the task at hand and came back to me and remained aware of my personal space. I decided to push my luck a little bit and to see how my young horse reacts when I push him out of his comfort zone and further into his learning zone, or what I call the orange zone. So I put the jump up a little bit higher and in a vertical, so it doesn't have that so inviting V shape that the cross pole has. It was always the same idea that he'd be able to go towards it at his own pace and trot canter however he wanted, get to the other side, have his little treat, his little pat, tell him he's a good boy. First time, as you can see, he slows considerably in front of the jumps and then comes down quite hard with his hindquarters on the pole. So next time round, very pleased with his attitude because he goes and corrects it by kicking up his heels nicely. By this point, I sussed out quite a bit about him that I wanted, and we were well into being tired emotionally and physically for him, so it was time to call it a day. I like to wind things down quietly after an exercise, so I wasn't going to leave him in this cross-ball work. So we just had fun a little bit, me taking a bit more distance while I run, and then him coming quietly over the poles, working his coordination, thinking about how to lift his legs up and walk over them. On the whole, I found this an interesting session because it allowed me to find out a little bit more about Star and how he works when he comes out of his comfort zone, and what to expect from him when I take him away from home, put him in a different environment. He's really not got the same kind of behaviour. At home, he's very exuberant, very outgoing, and really shows things, whereas here, away from home, away from all that comfort of the friends, he tends to retreat into himself and spend a lot of time just freezing and watching, which is not the easiest state to always see in a horse. So it's important to get them out and about and see what they're like, because you'll often confuse it with overconfidence that the horse, oh, he's so at ease, he can just stand there. But freezing is a vital part of horse survival. The other thing I notice is he finds it difficult to canter in this enclosed space, whereas at home on our mountain slopes, and albeit in mud, snow, ice, whatever, he's gallivanting all over the place, galloping, kicking his heels up, and very at ease in it. So this is something that I'd like to work on a bit in my next sessions. I'm looking forward to seeing how he evolves that way. Thank you for watching Happy Horses TV. I hope you enjoyed it. Click below to subscribe. You'll find the links to our Instagram page and our Facebook page, as well as our website. More content coming soon. Bye-bye.